What's going on, guys? It's Frankie here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a kind of an update video on my class setups. I've had quite a few requests on the YouTube about kind of what classes do I use, update your class setup video. So here it is, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to be running through basically all of my classes on every game mode. So starting off with my hardpoint classes, I've got here the M8 with the red dot and stock, with just the lightweight, toughness and hardwired. I'm using the hardwired on this class because you should always have one hardwired class, just if the other team was spamming out EMPs. And with an anchor, you don't realise, or with any player, you don't realise how important the minimap is to you and your team. So if your minimap's down, it's a big downfall, and as well your aim assist goes off as well. So hardwire is just literally for when a team's using like basically 3 or 4 times EMP. And I'm using tac mask on this because if they're going to be using EMPs, basically all of their team's going to be using tacticals, so they're either going to be using stuns, flashes or EMP, so that just kind of covers all ways. And I've got a trophy system to obviously defend the nades, so I don't really need flat jacket. And as well, I find that if you just have flat jacket on an M8 without the lightweight, it's a bit weird, like it's different to use. And as well, I've got the B23R as my secondary. That's the only secondary I will ever use. Here is the class that I kind of run quite a lot. It's just the M8 with red dot, stock and quick draw, with lightweight, toughness, dexterity, and the B23R with a concussion. The concussion's just basically just to, if I hold down the position on the map, I just like to stun check to make sure that they're not pushing me from a certain way while I'm watching one way, basically. Then here I have, so if they're using stuns or a lot of nades or whatever, then I've actually got flat jacket, lightweight, with tactical mask, toughness, and I've got a trophy system as well here. So I've got the lightweight on, so basically if one of my teams holding down the position of a map on a certain hill, trophy systems are quite crucial. So if I just whack down the trophy system and run off to hold down my position on the map, then it stops one of my players running the trophy system, so they can use another tactical on their slot. Then here I've got the AN. I've started to use the AN a little bit more, but once again it's still really consistent, especially after the nerf that they've recently done on the patch. But I've got I have to use it with quick draw. I can't really use it without the red dot quick draw and stock. It just, I don't know, it doesn't really work. But this is what I really play quite not aggressive, but on the slums, CTF and hardpoint, the AN is the only gun that I'll ever use on that map. So yeah, that's pretty standard. I'm actually using a Semtex on that. And then here's for basically if they're spamming a lot of nades and EMPs, whatever, if they're throwing a lot of tacticals into the hard points, then I'm going to be getting into the hard points just to whack down trophy systems, and I've got an anchor the map. So I'll basically put down the trophy systems on my rotation. So if I put down a trophy system on my rotation, then my SMGs can actually get into the hard point while on rotation. There'll be trophy systems in there for them. And pretty much this is all I use for respawn game mode. So for hardpoint and CTF, this is all I basically use, because in CTF I play basically the same as doing a hardpoint. I basically anchor, so I hold down one part of the map and I won't really move. Obviously I'll move to get cut-offs, etc. But other than that, if we've got on the map control, you won't really see me move. So these classes are fine for my hardpoint and CTF. But now my S&D classes, this is the classes that I've never changed any of these. They all work fine for me. So I've got the 2 times trophy systems and lightweight, so obviously there's no need to have flat jacket if I've got trophy systems. And yeah, this pretty self-explanatory really. Here I've actually got flat jacket on, although I said that I didn't really like it with flat jacket, but I don't always want to use trophy system. So if there's a point where if they're rushing us and we want to sit kind of like we want to wait for the rush, then and they're going to be throwing nades etc., then flat jacket on search and destroy is quite crucial because you don't want to really die to a nade. Here, if we decide we're going to get a quick plant or get control of a certain point of a map, this is the kind of gun that I'll use along with this, so the AN or the MSMC, and I don't know why I've got quick draw on this. I always use fast mag on my MSMC. I don't really know why. A lot of people ask me like on search and destroy why do I use fast mags. I don't really know why, it's just a personal preference, because I think with an SMG that if you get in a gunfight in search and destroy, I think the MSMC takes longer than it should really to reload. And then I have an overkill class here with my cold-blooded and flat jacket. So obviously if I sit up with my sniper, I don't really want to get naded, and if I need to get a bit more aggressive, I've got an SMG there as well. So I've got cold-blooded just in case they're using the thermal scope. And then I've got a smoke grenade on this because I kind of get quite aggressive with it. The same with the MSMC, so that's why I'm running the smoke on that. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of update on my classes, guys. Score streaks, I don't know if you're wondering, but I always use Hellstorm, Lightning and War Machine. But on Capture the Flag, we'll switch it up and put a Stealth Chopper on, because Stealth Chopper's more crucial than a War Machine in CTF. War Machine's only good for really breaking the hills on Hardpoint, when Stealth Chopper will, if it gets one kill, it's better than kind of a War Machine kind of, I don't know, because with a Stealth Chopper, if it gets a certain amount of kills, it's going to put them onto a respawn. So it's harder to get obviously, but it's more valuable for the team. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Comment if you want to see anything else from me. You comment it, I'll do it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this, guys. I'm Frankie and I'm out. Peace.